Hi, this is Michael, also known as Salty Well. Welcome to Salty Well Episode 4, podcast about collecting, investing, and flesh and blood gameplay. Now, today we're going to talk a little bit about Unlimited, specifically about Crucible of War. Now, I don't invest in Unlimited myself, and I don't collect too much of it either. But the main thing was the unexpected announcement of it going out of print. What I mean by that, people can claim that Legend Story Studios posted on their website that it was going to be 3 waves over the summer, but that can be interpreted many different ways, as we didn't know that it was 3 waves and then, oh, it's done. So that brought a lot of excitement this week because people decided, hey, I need to get all my Crucible cards now, or I might not be able to get them, especially the boxes. Now, another box wave is being released, but who knows how large that is. And if everybody knows it's out of print, how fast will that sell out? Nonetheless, you saw price spikes in the Rainbow Foil Shard and Shiana. I think Shiana went to $300 at one point, and is now I think 150, and the Shard went up to like 600, and boxes went up to 150. And that's very interesting to watch, as I don't collect Unlimited, as I was saying, but I definitely wanted a few cards out of it that kind of forgot to get. So I picked up a Rainbow Foil Shard this week, and nothing really else. But I do like the Rainbow Foil equipment in that set. Now that we see that Crucible Unlimited is out of print, another thing I've been watching for is the first edition. We've seen Shiana cold foils, Shard cold foils started selling at a higher price, and the market's rose quite a bit on that. And I think I've seen a box of Crucible War first edition sell for about 3,500 this week. The first edition market is starting to get impacted by Unlimited out of print. So imagine what Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Unlimited will do to the market, both first edition wise and unlimited. So from a collecting standpoint, not investing, I recommend getting your rainbow foils before out of prints, comes out. Because right now the legendaries aren't too expensive, Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Rising. But when they announce out of print, I can imagine the legendaries and Fables going up quite a bit in value. Now, I don't know how much they'll go up in value, and I'm not going to speculate on it right now, but I know it'll be much cheaper to buy it now before you could actually, before they announce out of print, because at that point you're already paying the FOMO price. So if you're eyeing that, I recommend you buy that now. Personally, I've been buying more cold foils right now, while attention's on Crucible War. I have no info on this, but what will even happen when Monarch numbers are released? The point I'm trying to get across right now is don't wait to buy the cards you need. The market is still lower than all-time high back in May. And if you're getting a card, sometimes it's better to pick it up when no one else is watching and the prices are low. So I personally have been buying outside of Tails as well. I've been buying the cold foil from first 4 sets. I'm building up my collection because I love the cards. While at the same time as I want to get a bigger position before the market realizes they were late. So I've already picked up quite a bit of cards from Monarch this week. Getting a lot more to the legendaries and cold foil commons. Rainbow Foil Shauna, as mentioned earlier, is about $150. But if I were investing, I'd rather put my money in a Crucible War cold foil rares under $200. I think that has a much better long-term potential than a Shiana does. Because the Shiana may be reprinted as Rainbow Foil in future sets, maybe non-foil, but cold foil will never be reprinted. So I was looking on TCG Player earlier, and I'm seeing most of the cards are about 250 to 300 for cold foil rares, but specifically a really nice looking one that you could get for cheaper than a Rainbow Foil Shiana is a Sledge of Anvilhelm, which I probably completely mispronounced, but it's a freaking cool card. Now, I don't play Guardian, and I don't know how relevant that is now, but it was definitely used in skirmish season while playing Blitz. I had it used quite often against me while I was playing Kano, and it's a fantastic looking card. and that's under $200. You get a plasma barrel shot. Never played that much, but it looks great. Another card you could get is a Mandible Claw. Some of the swords, you got some Centauri Saber reverse. You got 2 cards under $300. Then after that, the minimum is 400. And same thing with the needles and whatnot. So the point I'm trying to get across, there's quite a few cards, not that many, but there's a few cold foils, rares from Crucible War that are still available for under $200. So why pick up a RF Shiana right now when you could buy from one of the first 3 sets in the game? Really low print runs, get these beautiful cold foils, which are not going to be reprinted. So I don't think investing in an unlimited is the wrong thing to do at all. But for me, I'm putting my money in the first edition. And I know the first edition is not going to be reprinted, the cold foils. And now the unlimited boxes are not going to be reprinted either. As I said, Crucible War Unlimited is not going to be reprinted. But at the same time is, if I'm going to hold let's say hypothetically, I hold a box Crucible War First Edition or Limited Edition. If I ever want to open it one day, it is a real thrill to open the cold foil from that box. Unlimited, I'll never be able to get that out of it. It's more just you want to keep it sealed because it's a rare product. Now, I think Crucible Unlimited is a nice quick flip, and some of these cards, getting a lot of attention right now because you're not going to be able to buy them. But as I was saying beforehand, they can be reprinted in future sets. So which I am still doing, investing and watching the market, I would be putting my money into cold foils right now because if you see a boom, Crucible War, imagine what's going to happen when Arcane Rising and Welcome to Wrath Unlimited are out of print. And also imagine once they release the Monarch numbers. We might think that's high, but I highly doubt it because the box price is really high when the set was released. So it might seem like there was a lot of product, but Unlimited came out right afterwards. So you had a flooding the market Unlimited and First Edition at once. And so I'm really thinking the Monarch numbers First Edition might not be that high at all. 50, 70,000. This is all speculation, but it might seem higher than it really is because we had Unlimited out at the same time. Now, if you look at Tails, Tails may not be a huge print. We already have Unlimited coming out soon after this, so who knows when the first edition will dry up. Now, to sum this up is, don't go FOMO and buy out everything you see, but do not wait till last minute to buy the cards you want, because if you do that, you're going to be paying a lot more money than you would otherwise if you kept buying the cards when the set came out and when they're still in print. So, get your collections going, complete your sets, buy the cards you want, but buy them now instead of later. Because once the print runs come out, once they're out of prints, everybody's going to want the cards they can't get. That's what I have for this episode today. Thanks for listening.